weak signals into space for years now. So if they want to find us, I bet that they will. And I think it's the single biggest piece of evidence against the fact that they exist. They haven't found us yet, as far as we can tell. But these are all highly speculative. I'm willing to be proven wrong. My opinions about these are not highly developed, and I think that that's why it's great that we're making discoveries along this way. Once we continue to understand better and better how life works, and how frequent it is, and how planets work, and how many of them there are, we'll be able to have a much better idea of the answer to these questions.
Well, once here we are with this planet we just discovered. I suppose if we discover in some way or another that there is indeed life on the planet, like this one that we just discovered, then the whole ball game radically changes, and that the numbers suddenly become very meaningful, tilted toward life, right?
Well, yeah, it depends on the circumstances under which we find it, but and of course, it's hard to extrapolate from one of anything, but one is a whole lot more than zero, and it would teach us a tremendous amount to discover anything like that.
Is there any experiment, Doctor, that we can perform with the knowledge we now have of this planet we just discovered that would give us some sort of evidence that life is likely there?
We don't have any way right now of doing something that would tell us whether or not there's even an atmosphere on this planet, much less life. That's not to say we won't be able to think of it, but right now it's straining the limits of what we can do just to detect its gravitational force. But to figure out its composition, what it's made of, what its atmosphere is like, much less whether there's life there, is something we don't have any idea how to do yet right now.
Got it. Patricia in San Francisco, you're on the
It came online in 1999, and its purpose, as I understand it, was to create one of them, miniature black holes. Just out of curiosity, I checked when the ice sheet started melting out in the year 2000, and now I've heard that the solar system is heating up, and no one knows why. The thing about when you put something under pressure, it increases heat, and I'm wondering if there's some way of figuring out, testing, whether or not the black holes have decayed, or if in tandem for the brief moments that they are in existence, they're having an effect on our environment.
Sure, I mean, I think you're putting two very discrete facts here, but I don't feel really connected. I'm not sure what the thing you heard about the solar system heating up is.
Well, we know Mars is heating.
We've all planets have cycles of their temperatures. I don't even know what it means to say. It's a whole different thing. But I know what it means to say the Earth is heating up, which seems to be true. But I'm very, very sure that rotation is not to blame.
And the other thing is that earthquakes in the Western Pacific, which has impacted the crust, and our planet is also set up ever so slightly, that also kind of and that just leads from basic physics to think, there's something that we're missing, and I wonder what it might be.
Well, what you have to realize is that before rotation turned on, this is another particle accelerator, but instead of smashing together two individual protons, they're smashing together the nuclei of heavy elements like lead and gold. It was very reasonable to speculate that maybe we'd get lucky and have something truly spectacular come out of that, like making a little miniature black hole that decayed away. But the places at the particle acceleration where the two different planets are colliding are some of the most carefully observed places on the planet Earth. We have very many, very precise detectors located exactly there. They're measuring exactly what happens when these ions collide. And we're fascinated by what happens, but making black holes is not one of them. And you could very easily stand right next to one of those detectors, and you might be able to slightly warm your hand next to it just as you would by your oven. of it. But it's the millions and millions of pounds of carbon dioxide that we're putting in the atmosphere that are affecting the overall temperature of the Earth. It's not the occasional collision of gold nuclei and proteins.
Okay. Mike, in Ohio, you're on with Dr. Sean Carroll. Hi.
Joan, gravity seems to be the resulting end. I don't feel consciousness is a companion to gravity, like the chicken and egg. I feel consciousness is, say, quantum energy that's an effect of the original causation. So, Dr. Carroll, could consciousness and this dark energy be intertwined like DNA, where one, say, carrier wave to the other kind of quantum consciousness?
The consciousness is one of the things we understand the least. And I'm not going to pretend that we know how it works. On the other hand, dark energy is something we actually we understand dark energy better than we understand consciousness. And one of the things about it is that given all of the experiments that we've ever done in physics, we never noticed the dark energy until in 1998 we did observations of very distant supernovae in other galaxies. So whatever the dark energy is doing, it's not interacting with you and me and the stuff we're made of in any appreciable way. It has a gravitational effect that builds up over millions and millions of light years, so that we can detect this very faint push of the galaxy. But here on Earth, in the motions of our brain, there's no reason. So I think that thinking about consciousness, trying to figure out what it is fascinating, and one of the things that we're going to be learning a million things about in years to come. I found great committees is really not a great thing, but I found some committees for graduate students defending their PhD theses that were working on the mathematical physics of neurobiology. And the kind of things that are being done right now would not be possible, but we are able to understand. But it's still just, getting our feet damp at the edges of a very enormous ocean. It's a long way to go. So I would stay tuned to the kinds of things that we'll be learning about that. But not that dark energy being part of it.
All right. Charlie in Florida, you're on with Dr. Carroll.
Good morning, Art. Good morning, Dr.
Good
Carroll.
morning.
Hi.
I'm just a mortal, and I'm trying to follow the Big Bang situation with your explanation here tonight. And what I'm gathering is, to us mortals, a bang is the sound made by a big explosion. Therefore, I'm flying as there was some sort of explosion that started everything. But what you're saying is that it wasn't really an explosion because there's no point of explosion. It looked like there was some radiation. But something happened, and we don't know what it was that started everything. Wouldn't it be more accurate to call it the giant
The moment itself equals zero, as mathematicians say. The beginning of time is not something we can understand. The name, the Big Bang, was coined by Sir Fred Hoyle, an astrophysicist in the 1950s who didn't believe in the Big Bang. He was basically making fun of it. It was kind of a silly name, the Big Bang. You should be able to be a little more dignified when you come up with your best theory about the origin of the universe. There are things we know about it. Not that we don't know anything. We know that it responds to an explosion as if some bomb was sitting there ticking in a pre-existing space-time. But we don't know whether or not there was some space-time before the Big Bang. We don't know whether we're a baby universe or a unique universe. Do we have other brother and sister universes elsewhere out there? We don't know what the far future will hold either. So